Hey,
Yo.
yo, yo, yo. I'm good. Can't call you. You tell me what's up. Oh, you're still getting yourself situated. I see. Oh,
You hear me?
loud and clear.
Oh, okay. So you hear me? Oh,
I can hear you. We about to get it popping. Okay, I see you got the Funk Master Flex bombs and
you
stuff
know
like that.
me?
I love it. I love it.
Over here. All right. So what's going on?
Well, I'm blessed. Had a great Christmas. Looking forward to the new year. But the way things are going, New Year's is looking kind of how you say, living room ish.
Real
It's
living room
looking
is.
very living room ish. Like I done made a trip to the liquor store today. Done got everything I need. Got myself a bottle of what's that champagne? Bel Air. Got the blue one. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna have a good New Year's. It's just another year to celebrate being alive and good health, and most of hopefully your family and friends are still here. Hey,
Absolutely.
Mish.
This is probably gonna be that New Year's that everybody just stay home and just reflect on
Hey,
just being
Chantel.
here.
Hey, Aunt Sissy. Yep.
And just being here. So we
Yes.
definitely. Hey, so we want to get right into our current events because definitely we got a good show. So for the people that's listening, please, we got a special guest coming up. Go follow our special guest. Support him. He's a very good dude. But for our current events, we got an event coming up on January 17th in Linden, New Jersey. It's a Martin Luther King Day program.
Hey,
So
Epic.
it's a Martin Luther King Day program at First Baptist Church in Linden, New Jersey on January 17th. And that starts at 11 a.m. So wear your mask, come on out, and just check out the program. It's always a good event. What you got for us, Sapphire?
Well, I'm sad right now.
Why is
My
that?
heart is broken
Why is
because
that?
Insecure ended and Insecure is done. I know some of y'all that's listening, that's tuned in. If y'all watch the show Insecure, it's been on for 5 years. I started watching this in 2016. My girl, Mystique, she put me up onto it. So I've been watching ever since. And it's sad that, Sunday, December 26, 2021 was the series finale. So it went five seasons strong and we had to say goodbye. So that show was a real gem, you know. Just gonna miss it. I don't know if you watched it or not.
I did. Well, no, I didn't watch that show. I'm sorry. I didn't. I watched a whole bunch of previews of it, though.
Yeah, well, that was it is for everybody because the series is relatable. A show about Black millennials living in sunny LA, just trying to get their lives together. It's about growth. It's about not being in your head so much, just stepping out and living your dreams. And I feel like I could relate so much to Issa because I've had my awkward, indecisive moments. That show serves as a purpose. You definitely got to check it out from season one. But the good thing is, all the episodes are half hours, so you could probably binge watch the whole series in a day.
I think so. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because I'm off of work until what is it, January 5th. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
That's
Corona.
not a cold. No, that's not a COVID call. That's not a
Corona.
COVID call.
She got the
That's not a
bid.
COVID call.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm gonna try it. Hey, that song. What's that girl name that everybody listening to her song now? Like
I
she's
don't
been
know.
trending. Mui Long, hours and hours. Yo, if y'all ain't hear that song, oh my god, that song will have you making a baby by yourself.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You gonna
I'm
make it
telling
big by
you,
yourself?
by yourself. I'm telling you.
Wow, by yourself, all
I'm
by yourself.
all by yourself. I'm surprised you haven't even heard it
That's
yet.
called
I'm telling you,
masturbation.
everybody is on the internet. Everybody playing it. Then everybody who sing, they singing it. I'm telling you, it's that song is something
I'm
different.
definitely gonna hear it.
Something different. It's just
I'm definitely gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen.
hours. What'd she say? Oh, he's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yo, I'm telling you, that
Not a
song is crazy. Like I heard the song and I was like, Jesus, where the candles at? Like I was ready. Like when I say ready, I was ready. You
I
know
got
what?
you, sis. I know.
Let me see where our guest is and see if he's in the building.
Yeah, I think I saw him in the check-in. Shout out to our special guest tonight.
Let's see. Yeah, there we are. We're gonna invite our guest in. And we're gonna get him in. We're gonna get this show rocking.
Yo!
Hey!
How's it going?
What's up, my brother?
Dang, wait. I don't get a burn. I heard you had the
I don't get a burn. Hey, yo, listen, I was getting a little feedback and I didn't want to start messing with it because I ain't got all that money to have no engineer right now.
For sure,
so I just took it apart.
For sure.
You know, I mean, I just kept it simple. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm kind of tired. It's been a very busy month this month. That's, you know, HIV/AIDS Awareness Month. So
yes, sir.
Just working hard.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you for coming on, man. We definitely appreciate you, man. Because ever since I saw you on the Herpes Goddess page.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you on her page, and bro, you inspired me. You know what I'm saying? You made me feel like, you know, I don't have I am HIV negative, but if for the things that, you know, that might have bothered me, you made me want to, you know, stand up and do something for myself. So like, I just know that what you're doing and how you're doing it is needed. So we just started talking to him, but we didn't introduce him. But matter of fact, I'm gonna let him introduce himself because he probably can do it best. So my man, introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Andy Feds, and I pride myself in being the first ever openly HIV positive, watch this, born stand-up comedian. So, you know, because a lot of people think that HIV is just through sex, and, you know, there's 5 different ways that you can contract HIV, and birth is one of them.
Wow. So what are those 5 ways?
Oh, man, I'm tired. So here we go. Birth. It might get a little R-rated in here, but birth.
It's all good.
Vaginal fluid, anal secretion, semen, and then blood to blood contact. Okay.
So tell us your story. You said you had you were born with HIV.
Yep.
How did that affect your life? Did it affect your life? Did you feel like you had a perfectly wonderful life, or how, you know, talk to me.
I tell people I think my life started like a Quentin Tarantino movie with the bad stuff happened first. So I think I had to kind of grow up faster than, you know, a lot of people my age, because I was always going to the doctor and, you know, having to learn what HIV is, you know, at 5 years old, 6 years old. And having to, you know, learn what medicines are and how to take your medicine and things like that. When, you know, I finally realized, you know, as I went to like sleepovers, nobody else
did what you did,
popping pills in the corner like I was. So,
whoa. Yeah. 5 years old, popping pills.
Yeah. I tell people they were the mini M&Ms.
Oh man, yo, so you're this young, and when did you understand that you had HIV? When did HIV become like HIV to you? Like, did they tell you were sick, or like how did all of that play out?
So as far as I can remember, I used to always go to the doctor, as I mentioned, and I think the times that I really realized it was I got a lot of cousins born around, you know, I was born in 92, and I got a bunch of cousins also born in 92. I don't know what was going on in 91, but it was a party, I guess. So R-rated, I told you, it might get a little R-rated. But I remember I used to always, go to my cousin's house, and at night and in the morning, I used to always have to take my meds, and it was I was young enough where I didn't know how to swallow pills, so I had to, crush them up and mix them with juice. And my cousins would always ask, "Hey, can I have your juice?" And I think that's around the time where I was just like, you know what? There's something different about me. Why I always got to have medicine and juice, and my cousins don't, So I think that's around the time I started to know.
Okay. So now what you do with it as an adult, you do what?
As far
as talking about, you said you're the first open HIV stand-up comedian. As far as getting rid of the stigmas, like who do you partner with, and what do you do, and how do you work with them, and things of that nature?
For sure, yeah. I tell people that I created what I call the Keeping It Positive movement, and that's where I use my social media, YouTube, and stand-up comedy to, I call it the 3 E's: educate, empower, and entertain people about life with HIV. And so since then, I started that in 2017, and since then I've partnered with Keep a Child Alive, which is Alicia Keys' HIV organization.
Hey.
As well as the Junior Council, which is an organization at Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago. And, we're just trying to make sure that people can, patients living with HIV can get their medicine without having to worry about if they can pay for it or not.
Okay, what ties do you have with Chicago? That's where you're at now?
No, I'm here in Vegas, but I was born and raised in Chicago.
Oh, get out of here! See, a lot of great people come from Chicago, man. Chicago's where it's at, bro.
As long as your name ain't R. Kelly,
Kanye West. Kanye West came up out of there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Kanye West came out of there.
Yeah, he came from out there.
My homegirl Taylor Moore came from Chicago.
Common.
Yeah,
the rapper.
It's a lot of people that come out of Chicago. So my next question for you is, do people treat you different when you tell them that you have HIV? Or do they look at you different? Because you talk about stigma, right?
Yeah.
So you had to get that from somewhere. So do people treat you differently? Do they act different to you? Like, do they not want to hug you? Like, how does that work?
So when I started Keeping It Positive, it started with a Facebook post, actually. And so I remember I was talking to my favorite cousin, Tabitha, and I was like, all right, cuz, I don't know, I do a lot of R. Kelly references, so I say I was sweating like R. Kelly to high school prom. So I remember I was just sweating because I was like, I don't know why I'm just getting this vibe that I need to tell people about my status. And I told her it can either go really bad where people treat me differently, or people support me. And for the most part, I had people to support me. If they don't know who I am, and I tell them, that I'm the first HIV positive born comedian that's open about it, then, of course they'll ask questions. A lot of people might kind of stray away, but I'm always trying to educate, say, hey, I'm just like you. I just take medicine at night. That's it.
I just crush up my pills and put it in my juice.
Yeah, that's it.
So I do have a question. So what advice could you give with somebody that's, currently, living with HIV/AIDS? Like, what can you advise, to keep their spirits up? What would you tell them?
For sure.
Like, because me, honestly, I'm gonna say, AIDS is definitely something that we should be educated on. Like, it doesn't have to be a death sentence.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So what's your advice?
So I didn't mention my mom passed away from AIDS, and AIDS-related complications in '98, and she was only 26 years old. And in the
Sorry
90s,
to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
So in the '90s, she it was, the stigma was heavy back then. So she was the life of the party. Everybody loved to be around Lynn, and then she didn't want her reputation to be HIV, so she stopped taking her meds, and eventually, that turned into AIDS, and she passed away from that. So my biggest thing is to get tested. I'm actually doing a giveaway right now to get a free hoodie if you just get tested. You don't have to share your results. So get tested, and it's okay. If it comes out that you're positive, it's okay. Just keep taking your medicine. It's 2021. These medicines keep us normal, keep us healthy.
Yes.
So that's the biggest thing.
If you guys are watching, you guys can look for him in the viewers. I'm not sure if everybody can see the viewers. I'm pretty sure they can, because I know I can see other people's viewers. So you can look for him in the viewers. Please follow him, support his cause. I was going to say something to you. You said that her HIV turned into AIDS. So it's not the same thing?
Nope. So AIDS is the last stage of HIV. That's when your so the HIV virus attacks your T cells, which basically keeps you healthy. And so if it's untreated, then it can later, turn into AIDS, which is basically when your body is prone to getting other infections and like pneumonia, cancer, things like that.
Okay. Can you skip one? I apologize. Can you skip one? Can you skip HIV and go straight to AIDS, or you have to go through HIV first?
You got to go through HIV first. I believe it's the acute. I got a few advocates in here too. I see. It's the acute. What's it? The acute infection. And then after that is another infection that somebody's gonna help me out with the name, and then it's AIDS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I asked that because AIDS. Okay. Yeah. I asked that because honestly, I didn't know. I thought that. I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that HIV and AIDS is just basically the same thing. I didn't have, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I was so excited to talk to you, because I think a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people think things that's probably not true. Like you can't get AIDS from what? Hugging nobody. Like you can't. So like you hugging anybody with AIDS, that's not going to affect you. But a lot of people, they may say they knew, but in their head, they think a little differently.
Yeah, so, like I tell people, I have HIV. I do not have AIDS. That's I've been always consistent with my medicine, which keeps me away from having AIDS. Does AIDS mean that you said that's the last stage? Can you go backwards? So I'm still a new advocate. What I've been learning is that once you hit like 50 T cells, I believe it is, then that's when it's considered an AIDS diagnosis. However, you can raise your T cells up by consistently taking your medicine. But you can it'll still always be an AIDS diagnosis, but you can still kind of have like HIV, if that kind of makes sense.
Like that they got a medicine too out now.
250.
They have a medicine out now too that makes you like go undetected. I saw the commercial. I'm not sure like what it was.
Yeah.
But
and I think there's a vaccine out too. There's a vaccine, I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There's a vaccine I think that they have out that like he said, makes it go undetected. So even if you was that unprotected sex or protected or whatever, you won't even detect it or whatever. But again, like part of the with any STD, please wrap up, wear a condom, birth control, do whatever you have to do. You know what I'm saying? I know your circumstances are different. You were born with it.
Yeah.
But I think, God had used you as a vessel to now you're an advocate for it. And now you're out here preaching to people and, saving lives. And, like I said, telling people it's not a death sentence, just take care of yourself. It doesn't have to be the end. So, we applaud you. We appreciate you for that. But yeah, like all the medicines that we have out today, all the vaccines, I mean, it's helping you live longer. Look at Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Look at him. November of 1991.
First of all, Magic got magic money. So we can't talk about Magic. Magic got magic.
No. But still, I know, but listen. Magic Johnson mentioned November of 1991 that he was HIV positive. Fast forward to 2021, 30 years later.
He looked better than he looked then.
Yeah, exactly. He looked good, So it's like, but like you said, he has the money. But I'm pretty sure, you know, with a decent insurance, you can afford medication that's going to keep you alive for years. So you don't have to be a billionaire. You don't have to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Just be sure you have good insurance and be able to pay for medication. That's all you need. You don't have to be like super rich.
If I can jump in right there too,
Yeah,
you and somebody else in the comments mentioned, you know, medicine keeping us healthy. A lot of people don't understand that with HIV, there's a thing called U equals U, which is undetectable equals untransmittable. And so that means that if you're consistently taking your medicine as prescribed by your doctor, your T cell or your HIV virus basically goes dormant, meaning you can't pass along the HIV virus to anybody at all. So in 2021, like I choose not to, but you know, I can have unprotected sex with my wife and she will not get HIV.
Oh, your wife is negative.
She's negative.
Oh,
we've been married for 4 years. So
congratulations.
Understand that. A lot of people think that, oh, I can never date somebody with HIV because I'm going to get HIV. No, the 2021 changed a lot. Well, not even 2021, but medicine has changed so much, you know, since the 80s and the 90s that now people can actually not pass on the virus at all.
That is wild. That's dope.
That's the benefits of modern technology.
That is dope. So now you got me thinking. My spidey senses is tingling.
Okay.
How did you meet your wife and tell her I have HIV, or did she already know?
She didn't. We met in college, and it was funny because I was trying to see another girl at the time, and it kind of didn't work out between me and
her.
It didn't work out between me and the old girl. So you know, I went to go holler at my wife Lauren, and well, she was just not a stranger, but a friend then. And then we started talking and became a couple. And then things were starting to get a little, you know, heated, a little sweaty in there. And I was like, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's talk. And I told her, you know, my mom died of AIDS-related complications, and you know, she gave me HIV, or I contracted HIV from her, and her jaw just dropped, and she thought about it, and she was saying, "Hey, I'm not going to treat you any differently, and you know, if you need me to learn and educate myself about it, then I'm here for you." And I was like, "All right, you want a ring?"
Miss Lauren is the real MVP.
Yep. She's
the real MVP.
Shout out, Miss Lauren.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Lauren, you are the real MVP. That's what's up, man. I wow, that must have been a conversation.
Yeah.
And then you were what, like 20 something?
I had to be 22 at the time that I told her. That's her there saying thank you.
And that conversation, I don't even know. Oh man, that's wild. So how would a person go get tested? Should people go get tested? When should they go get? I know you're not a doctor.
Yeah.
But is there like a time frame where people get tested? Like, should I go get tested twice a year, 6 times a year, like, or every time I have a new partner? Like, you know, is there a specific time?
I would suggest if you are sexually active, and especially if you don't know your partner's status, go get tested. Or even before that, ask your partner, hey, what's your sexual status? I'll tell you mine. People go straight to that. And so, you know, talking about it. So to get tested, you can go to that was really aggressive too. Go to like
we know what you're thinking about.
Yeah. You can look, y'all make me talk about my wife. No, let me stop.
Lauren.
Already.
That's right. Your Karma 16 says know your status. You're absolutely right. Know your status. Yeah. Thank you, Your Karma.
Yeah. So you could go to your local clinic or talk to your primary care provider and just say, hey, I would like to get tested for STD, not even just HIV, but STD, STI.
Okay. Yeah, because, you know, that's basically what this episode was about. And this episode was about just awareness and being aware of your status. Yeah. Not just HIV, but STDs, STIs, and all of that. Because we're going into the new year, and it's Happy New Year, but you know what comes with Happy New Year? Happy sex.
Yep.
So,
happy sex.
Exactly. So we all need to just be safer and start asking people before we start putting our tongues in their mouths. Like, who are you? And like, can I, do you got some paperwork that come with you? Because everybody got some paperwork. It's just whether or not they want to show it to you or not. So
two things too. Somebody also, I forgot, they do have at-home tests. So if you don't feel comfortable, talking to a doctor, you can easily go over the counter. I heard they're not as accurate as the ones that clinics, but it's still a test. So you can't really.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's still a test.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best way just to either go to a Planned Parenthood or go to doctor. Like you said, I know some people are embarrassed, and but I don't think health is something that you should not be embarrassed of, because this is your life. You only have one life.
Exactly.
Don't get embarrassed about doing something that might, prevent a tragedy down the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go get tested.
And then the second thing I wanted to mention was that 2020, when the world shut down and nobody could go outside, people were, talking about COVID. But guess what? The HIV rate skyrocketed because, what were people doing at home?
Everybody home.
Oh, they were home.
They were home and stuck in the house.
Yeah.
That quarantine babies.
Yeah. So I tell people, like, we're still in an HIV pandemic, so granted, COVID's, the hottest thing on the billboards, but, HIV is right behind.
You said something that that made me think, and it bothered me. You said that, and I don't know if I read it from you or you actually said it, because ever since I met you, I've been just like, not so much studying you, but I've been on your page, I've been reading on your website and things of that nature. So you said something like, people donate to cancer, something along those lines, but they don't donate to, like, you said something like that. What was it exactly?
That's one of my stand-up bits. I might have to hold off on that one for a second. We'll come back to that one. I'll hit you with a stand-up bit real quick. But I got you. Hold that thought.
Okay.
But I guess you can elaborate a little bit on that, is that, people will talk about, that we can talk about cancer, diabetes, COVID, what have you, herpes even. But, as soon as we talk about HIV, people,
I definitely can dig it. So, cause I donate monthly to St. Jude. And I'm not looking for no kudos, but I donate monthly to St. Jude because my little cousin, she died of cancer. So it
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was, and the crazy thing about it is, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but me and my little cousin, we were upset with each other when she died. And I'm always one of those people that's like, don't go to bed mad at each other. Husband and wives, friends, cousins, family members. Like, I try not to be mad at anybody.
Right.
Because of the simple fact that you just don't know when you're going to wake up. You don't know. And I did not know when my cousin went to the hospital that she wasn't going to come home. You know what I'm saying? I was angry with her. And I don't know, man. Like even talking about it kind of chokes me up. And ever since she died, I felt like I had to do something to protect these kids from cancer, because I just felt like they just didn't have a chance. And that's not right. So it just, I am going to do something else as far as for the children with the HIV as well, because I have it to give. I don't spend my money on clothes no more. I'm getting a little older, so I kind of just I go to work and come home. But it touched me. It touched me here. It touched me here.
For sure.
That fire?
Sharing that.
Yeah.
So you are a comedian.
Yes.
Can we hear something?
Sure.
Yeah, let's hear your funny work.
Okay.
Can we hear something?
I give you my free stuff.
I give you my free stuff. Oh, before you do that, I do have a fundraiser on my page. So if you guys go to my page, you can donate to the what is it called? The keep a kid alive. Keep a kid alive.
Keep a child alive. Keep a child alive.
Keep a child alive. I'm sorry. Keep a child alive fundraiser on my page. It goes directly to them. It's only $100, y'all. So y'all go and run that up, please.
Yeah, that's the Alicia Keys.
Yeah, run it up. Run it up.
Yeah, that's the Alicia Keys one. Go on my page and just run it up. It's $100. Go in there.
Yeah.
Everybody donate $5, man. You
everybody
you know, it's New Year. Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so I want to say, before you get into the jokes, Andy, I just want to say I was on your page. Well, we got something in common. I, too, am a fan of Alicia Keys, and I used to play the piano when I was younger. And
oh, man. Look. Let me
piano. Yes. Element of Freedom. As I Am.
The other one's over there.
Run it. What? Because I'm a fan. I got all those albums. All the albums you got. And I just love the piano. It's so passionate. And Alicia Keys, when she first came out, I was like senior, junior high school. She blew my mind with her looks, her voice, her talent.
Y'all tag Alicia Keys right now. Tag Alicia Keys.
Yeah, somebody tag Alicia.
Yeah, tag Alicia Keys. And I just downloaded her new album, and I like the direction that she's going. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
New album.
Which one? Do you like the Unlocked or the original?
I like the original. I like the
Unlocked ones. Unlocked is dope. Original's good. I felt like it was like jazzy with the Nat King Cole, like you're in a blues club. That's but Unlocked is more like sped up with like Sway Lee.
Yeah,
she's
both of them.
Yeah.
Listen, if y'all
they both have Alicia Keys is the Lord thing, you know.
If y'all haven't checked out Alicia Keys' new album, check it out. It y'all
check it out. Shout out to Alicia Keys and Swiss Keys.
This is the one. Also, shout out to my cousin Michael, who's my manager. He's in here too. He just sent me a text. So shout out to him as well. I guess we can get started. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that follow button and follow me. Otherwise, it's considered a hate crime. I'm the very first openly HIV positive born stand-up comedian, and I love what I do. I love sharing my status, because people are scared to talk about HIV, and people think that it's scary, and it ain't scary as it used to be. Because listen, back in my day, Naked and Afraid wasn't a TV show. It was the women I brought home. You understand what I'm trying to say? I remember also, like, dating was hard being HIV positive, and I think that's kind of why I became a stand-up comedian. I want to have the ladies not focus on my status, but on Mr. Fedorable himself. And I remember I used to tell them all the time that dating an HIV positive comedian like myself is a lot like adopting a stray dog. Because it's like, you see me on a few flyers in your neighborhood, I'm cute, you're probably taking me to the doctors to see if I had all my shots. I love what I do, because as I mentioned, I lost my mom to AIDS, and in '98, and I always hated telling people that I lost my mom, because they always say weird things to you. You guys did it yourself. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Oh, she's no longer in pain," or here's my favorite one, "Oh, she's in a better place." And I'm like, she in a better place. Me and my mom, we were born and raised in a scary part of Chicago. Called Chicago. In Chicago, she is paying about $900 a month for rent. Now, excuse my Christian school education, but they told me God got a mansion in heaven, pearly white gates, streets of gold. Ain't no Section 8 in heaven. Y'all understand me? Y'all don't get what I'm trying to say. My mama is homeless in heaven. Do you not hear me? Also, I always like to break stigmas. My wife and I, we've been married for 4 years, and we meshed well together. However, my ex before her, we had way too many differences between each other. For instance, I'm a dog person. She's a cat person. I'm a person that likes the warm weather. She's a person that likes the cold weather. I'm a Sagittarius. She was a whore. Doesn't work like that, And when we broke up, it was a little bit of a bad breakup. She told me that she couldn't see herself dating somebody that was HIV positive. It bothered me not too much. Karma struck. The very next day, she got hit by a car.
Damn.
I know, because I looked in my rearview mirror, though.
Wait a minute.
I'm kidding.
Really?
I'm kidding. I don't need nobody to cancel me. We're in a sensitive time. I paid the Uber driver to do it. She had to earn her tip.
Yo.
Clutch my pearl.
Yo, you bugging.
And then lastly, as I mentioned, I want to get HIV as respected as illnesses like cancer, because cancer gets so much respect. You'll tell somebody that you got cancer, they'll give you the clothes off their back, the last meal on their plate. You tell somebody that you got HIV, they think you having sex with goblins and gremlins and gargoyles. Probably y'all can't be out here messing with remote. Listen, cancer gets so much respect. Cancer gets so much respect that it has its own astrological sign. That means from June 21st to July 21st, you can go outside and yell out, "It's cancer season, bitch ass." I can't do the same
all year round.
HIV. If I go outside and yell out, "It's HIV season, bitches," I'm getting arrested. They're not trusting that. And listen, cancer bothers me so much because of all the respect. Have you seen the cancer sign? It's a sideways 69. That is my sign. What are you talking about?
Yo. Stop.
And then that's all I got for you. My name is Andy Feds.
Yo, Andy.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate you coming on, man. What we gonna do is I'm gonna talk to a couple of people out here. I'm trying to put together a nice show. Okay. I'm gonna send you some stuff too. Okay. Because we got a couple of comedy places around here that I might be able to get you, in on, depending on, if the money's right for you.
Gotcha. Now where are you located?
New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, like North New Jersey, Central New Jersey area.
Jersey.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But we close enough to New York too, so maybe you could do a couple of shows somewhere, Jersey, New York. But we definitely need you over here, brother. Okay. We definitely
we'll definitely come support.
Definitely come support. And
more support.
We definitely got some T-shirts too from you.
I did see.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting those.
Okay.
I got one for myself and I got one for Sapphire. So
thank you.
Yeah, we definitely rock those and sport those and represent you, brother.
Yes, thank you.
Again, we appreciate you for coming on, and be well. Sapphire, you got anything for them?
Well, let's see. Well, like I said, it's a good thing. What you laughing for? I'm goofy and
no, because she a woman, so she got to break it down. So she how them women be long with. Well, I ain't really mad, but what you had did.
My wife in here, so I can't even get on that boat with you.
About to get somebody in trouble. Man, look at you.
He said, "See,
I want to thank you for coming on the show. Your jokes were funny. Thank you for coming and being, open about, being HIV positive and how you're turning a frown upside down. You're flipping a negative to a positive.
Thank you.
Like I said, I believe God, is using you as a vessel to be a testimony to other people.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing.
Thank you.
Again, let us know when you're in the area. We want to come support you and your jokes. Whatever venue you perform at, just let us know. Keep us informed. We're all friends on IG. I don't know about Facebook, but IG. Let's see. I don't know. And of course, I know this sounds cliche. Everybody, wrap up and strap up. No glove, no love.
Don't be funky. That monkey.
That's no glove. Wait a minute, what? You said
monkey.
I said, don't be funky, cover that monkey.
That's it. All right,
you don't want it to hurt, you better cover up that squirt.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Here.
Yo, you know what? I don't know if you ain't gonna win that one because she be coming up with it, brother. You ain't gonna win. If you don't want it to hurt, cover up that squirt. What? Jesus. You just made me grab mine. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't. That don't sound good.
Oh man, she's coming on stage. Yeah,
that sounds like it hurts.
It does, right?
Yeah, like I don't know if I don't want it to hurt. Jesus, that's
Remember how you
supposed to
was in
feel good.
elementary school and we used to have like the anti-drug campaign, and somebody be like, "Yo, there's no hope in dope. Crack is whack." I just be trying to rhyme all the time.
Yo, we gonna let Andy go, and we gonna finish our show. We gonna let Andy go. We gonna finish our show. Look, that even rhymed. Look at that. We gonna let Andy go and finish our show. Now I sound like you.
You understood the assignment. You understood the assignment.
This Instagram Live was sponsored by Dr. Seuss.
No, I will not eat green eggs and ham, Sam. I am.
Yo, Andy, I appreciate you, big bro.
Hey, I appreciate the platform.
Take it easy, man.
Most definitely. You got it.
All right, be safe. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
All right.
Yes.
Right. So, Sapphire, man. So,
see,
we just got finished with Andy Feds, right?
Yeah.
And what did you get from it? Because I know what I got, but what did you get?
What I got from him was, pretty much, he's a good guy. He's out here trying to, he's out here walking in his truth, and he's telling his truth.
Yeah.
And, you have no choice but to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And there is the stigma that, oh, he's married and he has a wife and they're intimate as any married couple. And she's negative. Like I said, HIV AIDS doesn't have to be a death sentence. He found love. He found happiness. He's being a testimony. He's being a vessel to others.
That's what's up.
So I guess we could take, his life experiences and we could learn from that, and like I said, wrap up, strap up. Like, it's serious out here. It's not just AIDS. It's other STDs. We got syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, HPV. And herpes and HPV, even if you wear a condom, you can still transmit it because there's something called an active phase. Just if you come in contact with the person's skin, you catch it if it's an active phase. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And the difference between herpes and HPV, herpes stays with you. It's just not going away. HPV, they're both viruses. They both come from the same family. Only difference, HPV leaves your body eventually. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes it just lays dormant for a while. So these are the things that people do not know. But I'm glad Andy Feds came to talk about AIDS because AIDS is the most serious of them. That's the one where, there's a chance if you don't take care of yourself, you could die prematurely. And for what I've learned on HIV, do you know that you can live with the HIV virus for up to 10 years and not even know it? It can go undetected for 10 years. Mm-hmm. But if you don't know once, and like you asked the question, I'm glad you asked the question, what's the difference between HIV and AIDS? Pretty much with HIV, like you said, it's the virus. Once it turns into AIDS, your prognosis is 6 months to a year.
Oh, so, that's basically that, you're going to die.
Yeah, 6 months to a year, because pretty much once it turns into AIDS, your T cell count, your white blood cell count is completely shot. Okay. And basically, you could die you have no immune system. You could die from something like the common cold. You could die from pneumonia. You could die from like anything because your body doesn't have an immune system to fight off the disease. So you could be gone. And I actually witnessed a relative pass away from HIV/AIDS. I witnessed it up front. I witnessed it. So that's why I know, because I decided to educate myself more because I did have a relative that passed away from it. So I saw it up front. I saw it up hand, firsthand. So this is why I don't understand. I understand if you're in a relationship, the condoms eventually they come off. But we
third time?
What?
The third time? Hey, yo, let's keep it all the way real, because we can't have a show, right? And we just be sitting on here. Well, I'm not about to be sitting on here just lying So as a man, like, you know, you try to be responsible. You know, you go up in her the first time, you wear a condom. The second time, you wear your condom. But it's usually around like that third or fourth time, you like, you know what? I trust you, boo. And you start splashing.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
you start
Andy
shooting up the
Fez, I
club.
think he wants to come back.
Oh, he wants to come
Andy
back?
Fez wants to come back. Yeah, he's saying he wants to come back. Can you put him back in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying he wants to come back.
All right. But it's usually around that third or fourth time where you start shooting up the club.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Do your thing.
So I had to correct you. I had to correct you because you said that, you know, once you get AIDS, you die. You don't technically always die from AIDS. You only die from AIDS if it's untreated. I got friends that actually are still living with AIDS, the AIDS diagnosis. They can, you know, as long as they're taking their medicine, you can still be even undetectable with AIDS. But the thing is, once you get the AIDS diagnosis, you're always going to have AIDS. But you can still, you know, work with, you know, having that diagnosis and working to get, you know, healthier.
See, that's why we need you. See?
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't start
clarifying that.
So we don't start spreading stuff that ain't true.
Yeah. So I was like, wait a minute, let me come in and try to fix that one.
You see how he ain't say nothing about the third time men usually go raw. That he ain't say nothing about that, because that one's a little bit true.
I'm guilty.
See? Third time it's like, baby, we trust you. You know, you my all, baby.
However, I made sure that that my status was, you know, undetectable.
Absolutely.
So I would never put my wife at a risk, you know.
Absolutely.
So, but
okay,
that's all I want to do. I just wanted to make sure that was actually not, I guess, spreading the stigma that people don't die from AIDS.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
All right. So again, too, with the we did this show because it was dear to both of us. There's so much disease and things going around. We all need to be more conscious of what we're doing. From me to you to Sapphire to everybody, we all just need to be more conscious. We talked about, when we did our show about dating, we talked about asking people for paperwork. Yo, this is the year 2022. Stepping into 2022, you need to start asking people, like, do you have paperwork? Like, if they don't have the paperwork, then we don't have a conversation. Like, it ain't no what's your favorite color. It's what's up with your paperwork. I want to know. Don't even waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. And I mean, y'all can do what y'all want, but that's how I feel. Let's get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going on. And if you want me to accept you for who you are, that's fine. That's great. I don't have a problem with that. Because just like Andy said, like, he has HIV and his wife doesn't. So that's fine. Like, we have to get rid of the stigma. But I want to know. Allow a person to know who you are. Don't just lead people on. And that's why I have, I'm going to drop the girl's link. Her name is Herpes Goddess. Bruh, she be dropping jewels. I tried to get her on the show, and hopefully we could try to get her on the next show. She the truth. She is the truth. She be dropping jewels, and she'll tell you. And even with herpes, I'm not a herpes connoisseur. Like, I don't know everything about it, but I'm pretty sure that you can have sex with somebody with herpes and not get it too. So, like, it's so much that we don't know about STDs and STIs that we need to be educated on. And 2022 is the time for us to be educated and get ourselves together, because it's taking us out because we don't know nothing about it. We're not educating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And with the new year coming up, me and Sapphire thought it was a good idea to bring it to y'all and just let y'all know, like, before y'all lay down with somebody on New Year's, because I'm pretty sure you got some chicks who already got they hotel outfit ready. They know exactly what they're gonna do. They done took
The
their
loop outfit. They're going to the loop.
they got their laxatives ready. You know what I'm saying? They ready. You know what I mean? But do y'all got the paperwork ready? Did you read his paperwork? Did he read your paperwork? So like, know your status, man. Know your status. I'm not saying that, you know, to act funny towards anybody, but I'm just saying, know your status. Know who you're dealing with. Know what you're doing
Shauna
and how you're
Singleton is
doing
in the building.
it. Oh.
She's here. She's here. Hey,
Oh,
Shauna. Thank you for coming in.
that's her. So she's in here, and that's who we were talking about, the herpes goddess. And she, like I said, she the truth, man. Follow her. We were trying to get you on because we wanted you to talk a little bit about herpes, because I don't really know much about it. I just know what I've been told and things of that nature, which probably isn't correct. But one of these days we got to get you on, young lady, and just talk to the people and just get them to understand like exactly what herpes is, how you can get it. One thing I do know is they got herpes that you can get on your hands. It's like herpes Whitlow or something like that. And you can get it through like from a doctor or a massage therapist or something like that. I read something like that. Yeah. So like when y'all chicks is out there getting massages, I'm not sure. That's why we need to get somebody in here who understands, who knows about herpes. But from what I was reading, I know you can get like herpes on your hands. So it's a lot with it, y'all. It's a lot with it, and I really want everybody to just get informed. Get informed. Follow Andy Feds. Follow the herpes goddess. Just they're here to help y'all. They're here to help us. That's what they're doing. They all they're doing is helping. That's it. They're giving their time for the world, and that's the real MVP. Yep. In my book, Sapphire.
Yep.
But yeah. So other than that, next week I'm not sure. Sapphire, what we doing next week? Are we going into a part 2 or what we doing?
I think we can do a part 2.
We're gonna do a part 2?
Yeah, we're gonna do a part 2.
All right,
it's not over.
Yes, it's not over. It's not over.
It's not over between me.
Now you. First of all, you can sing. You play the piano. Now you can sing too.
Yeah, I'm a virtuoso. I can do a little bit of everything.
But yeah, so next week we're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna try to get the herpes goddess on here for next week, or somebody from her camp, and we're gonna try to get them to drop some information for us to see exactly what is herpes, and how can you get herpes, and if you have sex with somebody with herpes, do you get herpes automatically? Like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people just don't know. So we definitely gonna get into that. Sapphire, you got any some words for the people?
Well, again, thank you for tuning into our show each week. We both, we get a great deal of joy, just doing this. Thank you, Andy Fez, for coming in, sharing, your testimony with us. Thank you, Shauna, for chiming in. We definitely would like to have you on our show next week, so we can continue part 2 of STIs and stigmas. Thank you, Relationship Workout, for being my partner and, just, pushing me to do this. Like, I'm just saying all this because, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's the last day of 2021. So I'm just getting all this off my chest, I'm just so grateful to, be afforded this opportunity. And I pray that this lasts a long time. Like, I enjoy this. This gives me more purpose and meaning to educate people and spread the word. You guys entertain, you guys inform. Right. And we want to continue there. We're going to talk about a lot. And don't worry, it doesn't stop here. We're going to be talking about a lot of issues, that affect everybody, especially the Black community. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We might hit some uncomfortable points. But you know what? Those uncomfortable conversations are needed for growth. You know? You have to hit those subjects that you're scared to talk about.
Absolutely. All right.
Yep.
So again, we thank y'all for tuning in, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. Take it easy.
Time to take that first step. This is what you're meant to do, meant to be forevermore. It's your destiny. Thank you for being so